Hey guys, you thinking of moving to Henderson, Nevada? You've heard it's the Mecca of all Meccas, and I gotta tell you, it is. 300 days of sun, affordable living, you got Lake Mead, you got Lake Las Vegas, communities, you're right by the Strip, you're right by the airport. But if you can't handle these 6 things, maybe we gotta find you somewhere else to live. My name's Matthew Dunlap. I'm here to be your guide and your realtor and your guru and your shaman, but not your therapist. So make sure you reach out to me and we will get this thing done for you, no matter where you're coming from, all across the country. So the number one thing that people despise about Henderson, Nevada can be during the summer when it's 100 and whatever, you're gonna have higher bills, right? Your power bill can be crazy. We have a whole 45-minute video about our bills. We live in Henderson, Nevada, but I have a pool, 2 air conditioners. I have a man cave outside with his own air conditioner, about 10 TVs, 3-4 refrigerators, 2 beer fridges, freezers, stuff like that. We get a lot of control. I like to keep it at 68 in the summertime too, so that probably doesn't help having a huge double level house and it's all wide open in the middle of it. So you can probably get a lot more efficient than me, but my power bills are on $400 a month in the summer. If you have something new, something more efficient, you're gonna probably be closer to like 150 to 250, especially if you're in like a brand new home, which there's great deals on all of those. So another thing you wanna think about with the bills is when you move to Nevada, if you're like a huge car person, you have to pay for your license plate each year based on the residual value of your car. So that can tend to add up. If you have a new Lambo, it's thousands of dollars a year. My buddy's got a 7 Series BMW that was $3,000. I have a GMC Sierra, somewhat newer. It's down to like $300 a year. So it does go down every year, just something to think about. And then once again, I have a whole video of literally all of our bills, so we can really break it down in detail for you. That's why it's really important to reach out to us ahead of time. If you don't want to live in a beautiful, gorgeous master plan community, I would definitely not move here. Most of the master plan communities in Henderson have been well planned out, starting with Green Valley back in the 70s. It's not just houses thrown up left and right. Like if you live in certain parts of the country, you could have, a high school, a thing, a strip club, a taco shop. It's really not like that here. With Henderson, you have a lot of curvy, roundabout, tree-lined streets, especially Green Valley. I always think of Green Valley like Hill Valley from Back to the Future, coming soon. They started building that in the late 70s and are continuing to, put a few houses here and there. It's a really great place to live, Green Valley Ranch, but if you don't like that, if you don't want an HOA and you want to raise chickens and horses and stuff like that, we have places for that too, but that's going to be more of a specialty thing. I'd say like 85% of the city, especially in Henderson, is going to have an HOA in these master plan communities. So if that's not your thing, maybe we'll put you somewhere else. If you can't handle, maybe it is not the perfect place for you to move to, is that we are being built up. We are getting lots of people moving here. 30,000 people from California moved here last year alone. So people are coming from Texas, people are coming from Florida. A lot of people here, I would say like the native population of Las Vegas is probably less than 25% of the people that live here. But everybody now that's been here for a few years feels like it's home. They tell the Californians not to come here. Well, where the hell did you grow up in the Valley? So it's one of the most idiotic things I've heard. I mean, you can't just blame California for everything, not to get political. So if you look around, and if you've seen any of my other videos, there's new construction going on everywhere. We literally are building brand new master plan communities. Some of them have been around for a while, but they're like Inspirata, for example. It's 10 years old, but there's still construction going up daily. I think the newest one would be Cadence, and it's gorgeous. You have parks, community pool, and the people that move there are going to be there for life, raise your kids together. The same reasons that are bringing you here are going to be bringing other people here, so just be used to it. When I first moved here 20 years ago, things were a lot different. I'd go out in the desert, go camping, ride my dirt bike, take my truck off-roading, and now those places are where Mark Wahlberg and Tom Brady live. So just something to be on the lookout for. Like, we're definitely a growing city, and there's a reason, because people are coming from all over to be here, and there's a reason for that. If you can't handle it, I wouldn't move here. And Henderson, Nevada is the weather. So everybody talks about the weather. Let me give you my insight about the weather. I'm clearly from Ohio, go Buckeyes, but I've been here for 20 years. I've lived in Florida, I lived in Houston. No matter where you live, in the summertime, it's hot. And the dry heat thing that people make fun of, like, it is a dry heat. It is different. It can be 100 degrees out and you are pretty comfortable outside unless you're really like working on a car in direct sunlight. I always like to say, like, under 107, you can kind of go about your daily life. So from June, July, August, you're looking at that. You're going to be in the triple digits pretty much, not, 80 to 100 days a year, but there's air conditioning everywhere. Like, people aren't afraid to turn it on. Everything's kind of set up for it. Even when you're walking up and down the strip from place to place, there's air conditioning. So make sure that's something you know about. And October, we're a week before Thanksgiving right now. The month of October and some of the months in the spring are like paradise. It's like 80 degrees every day, sunny, doesn't rain. You wear shorts and a t-shirt. I'm still wearing my shorts, but that's just me for you. You have your summertime period. It's hot. When it's over that 107 degrees, it's probably like more like a Midwest winter. You're gonna wanna stay inside and go to the movies or have a pool. Like, if it's 120, you could jump in the pool, you get out, you're still cold. Just keep yourself in the pool or hire a realtor with the pool. That's one of the reasons you want to call me and set up your free complimentary Zoom call so we can get this all set up for you. I think one of the reasons people really like it here is that from outside those 3 months, like, it's really beautiful. September still can be hot, up to the hundreds, but you can use your pool, or other places you can't. You start getting into the fall seasons where you can go out hiking, biking, outdoors. If you have a boat and you've lived elsewhere, you can use your boat here 365 days a year. I mean, today it'd be like the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald because it's pouring rain and windy. And then the fall and the spring, one of the things we do get is wind. So it'll be 80 degrees one day, like it was 2 weeks ago, and then the next day it's 50. Well, what happens when that comes is that it's windy as all hell. Like, you'll get 30-mile-an-hour gusts, 60-mile-an-hour gusts. It drives everybody's allergies crazy. In the wintertime, you generally have sunny, 50 degrees-ish days. It snows here once every couple of years, and then everybody drives like a lunatic and crashes everywhere. So if that's something you don't want, 300 days of sunshine, kind of, I would say somewhat extreme weather, but like the summertime anywhere is going to be really hot, especially if you're, I don't know, even in Ohio is hot. I grew up in the attic with no air conditioning, and I sweat my what's off for years until my mom got air conditioning, and then she wouldn't even let me turn it on. So just something to think about, and we can kind of walk you through it. Like today, it's, like I said, a week before Thanksgiving. It's raining, it's dreary outside, but I may wake up tomorrow and it's going to be 65 and sunny, and I can walk around, play golf, do whatever I want. So one of the things that people maybe dislike about living in Henderson, Nevada, is you're right at the doorstep of the entertainment capital of the world. Let me tell you, like, if you don't like five-star dining, professional sports teams, now we have the Raiders, who can't win a game, the Golden Knights, who win most of their games and won the Stanley Cup. We got the WNBA Aces, who've won, I think, 3 championships now. It's really becoming a community. If you don't like that, definitely don't come here. You're living in Henderson, 15 to 30 minutes away from the Strip. So it's like you can go there on like a mini vacation, staycation, but you don't have to deal with like the extra traffic. This weekend right now is the F1 race. So they're driving down the Strip. It's insane. If you work down there, it can be a little extreme, like this for this F1 race, which happens the week before Thanksgiving every year. If you're gonna live in Henderson and work down on the Strip, which many people do, this F1 race has been kind of like the last 3 years, been a little difficult to get down there, but there's always these cool shortcuts that I could show you. I guess the best thing about Henderson is that you get all the benefits of, you're essentially living in Las Vegas. It's not like there's a border, I mean, there is a border, but it's not like there's border security and you got to do this and that. You're still a $25 Uber ride away, and then you have the entertainment capital of the world without the traffic. It's a gorgeous thing. And then the other thing is that there are a bunch of gorgeous casinos, like the M. They're redoing the whole thing, adding it. It's more of a luxury type casino on the south part of Las Vegas Boulevard. We went there last year and saw Ice Cube with like a dozen friends outside at the pool. Tickets were $50 or something. That was amazing. Green Valley Ranch, gorgeous pool. There's the district right next to it. So you got your shopping, your dining, there's REI. You kind of walk around. It's tree-lined streets. It's really gorgeous. It's a really nice place to live. The last thing we're going to talk about is when you live out here in the Las Vegas Valley in Henderson, Nevada, you do have a little bit of transient, but it's people move here and they move away. When I first moved here, I was 24, 25, something like that. So I worked at nightclubs. My first day out here, literally randomly ran into my college football teammate and got me a job at Pure Nightclub, which no longer exists, but it was the heyday of like the early Kardashian era, the Paris Hilton. We dragged Britney Spears out the back, not to name drop, but it was just a wild experience. Like growing up in the Midwest, I never really thought I'd come in contact with celebrities and stuff on a daily basis. But it is a magical city. But anyways, getting back to my point, like you're gonna have a lot of people that move out here for work or for whatever, and then they're not gonna stay forever. You know, you may make good friends with people, like our good friends, Kathleen and Vinny. They just moved to South Carolina. Well, they didn't quite like it there. They're coming back. But the other thing is, you're gonna have friends all over the country. So once you make friends with somebody out here, you grow close. Now you can go to California. I can go to San Diego and hang out with my friend Tony. I can go to Florida and hang out with my friend Ken. Like, it's really cool. Like, you do come across a lot of people. And what's really awesome is you might be down on the Strip and run into your buddy Kirk, who you went to high school with and grew up with and knew your whole life and didn't even know he was going to be in town. So I thought that was awesome. Shout out, happy anniversary, Kirk and wifey. So if you've made it this far, we're going to give you the kind of insider scoop of like my situation. I moved out here with a sailing Mustang convertible, which was nice at the time, with 2 suitcases and nothing else. I moved into a crappy hotel, or not a crappy hotel, a crappy apartment with my 2 buddies. Well, 3 adult males living in a 2-bedroom created a lot of problems. So long story short, it's very important to know where you want to go. So it took us years. We lived in houses all over the place. My wife moved out here 18 years ago, so just after me. And it's really taken us till like the last 4 or 5 years till we moved to Henderson and really got ingrained in the community to find our path. So we're here to help you. So please, if you're thinking about coming out here, make sure you call us. We'll plan a Zoom call for you, and then we could just start with everything. Even if you're like slightly thinking about it, give me a call. I love talking to you guys. We get calls all the time from our clients from YouTube. But the further in advance we have, the more time we have to plan. It's a much bigger city than you'd think. And I have videos of different communities and stuff like that, so you can check those out. But really, the best way to get a hold of me and to get this figured out is Zoom, face-to-face. You know, I did an hour and a half with somebody the other night. It doesn't need to be that long, but they're starting at every corner of the city. So if you're just looking at Henderson, it may seem like you can come out for a weekend and kind of drive around and figure out where things are. But there are 12 distinct zip codes. And if you look from all the way over Cadence, Lake Mead area, down to Inspirada, you're looking at a 30 to 35 minute drive, depending on where you are. So once again, thanks for watching our videos. Make sure you call and reach out to us. We love hearing from you. If there's something else you want to see, hit me up.